Hey everyone, Jay here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up back-in-stock notifications for your Shopify store for your sold-out products using the Early Bird app. So step one, you want to install Early Bird from the App Store, and there is a free plan to get started, so we're going to use that, and let's jump into the setup now. Once you've installed Early Bird on your store and you open it in the Shopify admin, you'll land on this dashboard where you'll see the setup guide at the top. So this will guide us through setting up Early Bird, but we're just going to go through the first step now, activating the app embed. So essentially this is a one-click button here that will take us to our theme customizer and will automatically tick on the Early Bird app embed, which essentially connects Early Bird to our theme. So you can see here that it's ticked it on under app embeds on the left, and all we have to do is click save to activate. And so once this is saved, we can jump back to our app, and you'll see that the first step is already ticked off and ready to go. So now that the app embed is ready to go, we can click on Automate Back-in-Stock Notifications here to click our Configure button to jump straight into the back-in-stock settings. So jumping in here, you'll see that we get a few different options, and we'll go through each one of them now. At the top, though, we have product selection options. So we start with the back-in-stock scope. So which products do we want to turn back-in-stock notifications on for? So we can either say the entire catalog, excluding any products selected below, or selected products only. So this is a great way to say I only want a handful of products selected, or I just want to apply it to my entire catalog. When anything sells out, I want to start collecting email addresses. And you can obviously have some exclusions here. So maybe I want to exclude the gift card. I can do that here, but everything else I want to apply to. So moving a bit further down now, we have our restock notification settings. So there are two options here. We can either manually send restock notifications when we want, or we can say, I want you to automatically send a restock notification when a product is restocked. So Early Bird can handle this for us, and all we have to do is set a stock threshold. So this is the minimum available stock for a product to automatically send the notification. So it defaults to 1, so essentially anytime a product's stock goes above 0, so it's 1 or above, it will send a notification if there's anyone waiting, but we can set this to any number we'd like. And so this is actually really useful. So say we want to set this maybe to 5. This is really useful if you don't want to send these emails when a product is refunded and the stock is reallocated back and becomes available. Maybe you don't want to trigger a restock based on those sort of events. So you want to make sure that it's like a proper restock, anything above 5 before we send this email. So it's really up to you. I'll leave this at 1 for now. And so lastly, at the bottom here, we have our smart sending options. So the way Early Bird works is to send restock notifications in batches. So if you have 100 stock available, this will send 500 emails in the first batch at least. And then it will wait 4 hours in this case for the batch delay, and then it will send another batch. And it'll keep doing this until it sells your product completely. So if the first batch sells out and you get all those products purchased, then the second batch won't send at all. But if you still have some stock remaining, then it'll send a second batch and a third, and we'll just keep sending those until everyone on the list has been sent to, or your product sells out. So it's a really smart way of handling this and making sure that you're not wasting these email sends, making sure that you're not letting 1,000 people know when 5 products have been restocked. So you can configure all those settings here, but the defaults are usually pretty good. And lastly, you have an ascending order setting as well. So you can choose if you want the oldest signups to be sent to first or the newest signups. So based on whether you want to honor sort of legacy people who have signed up a long time ago, make sure they're the first to know. Or if you think the newest signups are going to be more likely to purchase, you can have it set to newest signups first. Once you're happy with those, you can click the save button at the top and our back-in-stock settings will be ready to go. So once that's all saved, we're going to land back on the back-in-stock dashboard. So you'll see that I already have some products with data here, some signups and sends that have already happened. But essentially, you're going to click the Activate Back-in-Stock button to get started with your new products. So we're going to activate that now. And once that's active, we're going to go to the storefront and see how that looks. So looking at the storefront now, you'll see that I have this backorder product that I've set up previously, but any backorder or sold out product will show this. You click in and you'll see that the Notify Me When Available button is now there. So this will show a pop-up where the customer can enter their email address, they can opt into email marketing and sign up to be notified when this product is restocked. And once they sign up, the email is going to appear in Shopify. It's going to create a customer record, and we can see that on the back end now. So let me enter an email here. So you can see I've signed up as a customer successfully, and now we'll jump back to the admin and we'll see that customer record appear. Now on our back-in-stock dashboard, we can see the new product has appeared, the 3P Fulfilled Snowboard. There's 1 contact, 1 waiting, 0 sent. So this is the new sign up that we've got. We can click through, and we actually have a dashboard here for this product specifically, and for our back-in-stock notifications. You can see under signups, we have our contact waiting, We can see when they signed up, information about them. We also have a nice funnel chart here, which will show as things happen over time, as emails are sent and purchases are made. But let's jump back and take a look at a different product with a bit more information. So back on our dashboard here, if we click on the out of stock snowboard, so this has 5 contacts and 5 have been sent to. If we click in here, we can see we have some more stats. We have 5 signups, 5 emails were sent, 3 of those emails were open, and 1 of those resulted in a purchase. And so we can see the conversion rate, we can see our revenue, we get all of this information here. And next to each sign up, we have our email statuses as well. So whether they were delivered, opened, bounced, you can see all that info here. You can also see this little tick, which indicates that this particular contact did end up purchasing from this restock notification. So this was a conversion. We can also click through to one of these contacts. Like if I click on this first contact here, you'll see that we have a history of events. So when it was sent, delivered, if it was opened, any clicks that happened, all that information will be available in here, as well as a preview on the right-hand side of the email that we actually sent. And you can click through to the Shopify customer or just click back and view more information this way. Something else that's worth mentioning is the display settings for back in stock notifications. So if you scroll all the way down on the display page, you'll see that there's a back in stock section here, which has settings so you can change the notify me button, text color, all that sort of thing, and as well as the pop-up itself. So we can edit this here. We could make this button maybe a nice blue, match our theme, match our branding, and the same with the pop-up itself, including the success and error states. If you need to make changes, you can, and obviously you can update all of the different text and language stuff here. And one other thing I wanted to mention was the manual restocking capabilities. So if we jump back to the back in stock dashboard, let's click on our 3P fulfilled snowboard. So this is the one we just set up before. You'll see that on this page, there is a send restock notifications button. So if I click this, it'll open a pop-up here, which has a preview of our email template. And as you can see, it says it'll immediately email all of our customers that are waiting if there is any stock available. If there's no stock available, this will just try to send and it'll essentially give you a message saying there's no stock available, so we didn't bother sending the email. So it's very smart the way it goes about handling this. So it'll make sure that the product is in stock and there are people waiting before it sends any emails. But you can see our preview here. And if you wanted to update this email template, I'll just show you how to do that now. So if we cancel this and click on email templates in the sidebar, you'll see that we land on the email templates page. There are 2 templates at the moment. So the first one here is the pre-order delayed email. This is for pre-orders specifically. So if you're doing pre-orders, you might want to look into this, but we're going to skip down to back in stock for now. They're set up to be very similar to the Shopify templates. So they should match all of the default Shopify templates. If you do have something custom, you can jump into the template tab here and you can add your own custom email template, HTML. You need a contact support to activate this feature, but they can do that for you and you can put in your own HTML. Otherwise, there's just some fields here you can fill out. So some default text, all of this here is available to edit in the content here. So you can change the wording if you'd like, and you can use these dynamic tags to put in the product name and put in all the relevant information for each send. But essentially this button will take them to the product itself to be able to purchase it, and Earlybird will take care of the rest. So let's say we want to change the title. Instead of good news, it's finally back, we just want to say it's finally back. We can make this change, hit save, and then when we jump in to do our manual restock or even an automatic restock, you'll see that that text is updated. So let's just jump back to this product, click the send button, and you'll see it's finally back. So the preview is updated and we're ready to send this template now. And so that's mostly it. So there's obviously some nuances and some more advanced stuff that we could get into, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of how the back-end stock system works. So if you need to set this up in your own Shopify store, hopefully this guide helps you. And yeah, just contact support with any questions, and thanks so much for watching.